Ahoy toy, all aboard. Welcome to Transfixed, the channel that is on the right track. I'm so sorry. Tonight we're going to be taking a look at these four trains. Yeah, they are by BTI. I think there's another company that makes these that's called Tiydiygo. I'm not sure how to say it properly, but I came across these on Sir Toys. But let me tell you the little story. I was looking on Amazon actually to see if there's any new Transformers up for pre-order, and I came across this knockoff Optimus Prime, which I think is from the Authentics, maybe the Authentics figure. I'm not sure. And there's just something so appealing about this color scheme, and I can't explain why. It's a bit of a reversal of his usual red and blue, and I guess it's supposed to be like Superman inspired. Maybe this is supposed to be the red boots and whatnot, because he comes with a cape and it's articulated. And I had to have this. But they were asking $40 for it on Amazon. I thought $40 is too much for a knockoff, even though it's an oversized knockoff. So I thought I'll check Sir Toys, because Sir Toys only sells knockoff toys, which can be a good bit of fun, you know, to spend just a few dollars and get something that's cheap and fun. You don't really care about, you know, keeping it in great condition. But anyway, yeah, so I found him on Sir Toys for only $10. These are US dollars, of course. For some reason, he came with a null ray. This seems to be from Starscream or one of the Seekers as his weapon. But anyway, yeah, so $10 was a lot more palatable, and now I have this delightful guy. I think there's a G on his forehead too. Anyway, that's not what the video is about. While I was browsing Sir Toys, I came across these four trains, and I thought these are very cool as well. I must also have these trains. I think these were $20 for the set of four. Now, I'm not a big train guy, but trains are pretty cool. If I walk by a model train, I will stop and admire it because they're awesome. You can buy these individually. In fact, these are on Amazon as well. If you want to buy any of this stuff, I'm putting links in the description for everything here, Amazon and Sir Toys. Unfortunately, I bought the last set that Sir Toys had, so maybe they'll get more, I don't know. But Amazon still has them. Although they cost a bit more on Amazon, they're $12.99, but that's including the packaging. And I had to show the screenshot of the Amazon listing because look at the perspective trick they're doing here. They make these trains look enormous in this photo, which I think is very misleading. So I just thought I'd show them to you. They're pretty simple, and they're not the best quality, but they're pretty good. The outer shell is mostly metal, and they have little metal wheels in them. I think this might fit a track, but I'm going to measure it and check. And inside it's a plastic robot. They all have the same transformation, so I'll show them off to you. They all come with a bio card with a picture of the train and the stats on the back. So this, I think, was like strength, speed, armor, things like that. So I will flip these around so you can see the artwork on those as we go. Now on the card it says Alloy Beast Armored. The actual listing was Alloy Armored Trains. So we'll start off with the locomotive. Now this one has two problems with it. One, it's missing a set of his wheels here. And two, I broke the arm, but that's my fault because I tried to transform it this morning before I had my coffee and bent it the wrong way. Now let's see the size of these. So all these trains are about the same size, and they're roughly 4 inches or 10 centimeters. This one's a little bit larger. Now, I don't know anything about train scales. This might fit an N gauge track. I don't know. Don't take my word for that, though. So these wheels are about 2 centimeters apart from center line. And that would be about, what's that? 5/8? I'd say 5/8 of an inch apart. So if you're into trains, I hope that helps you. So let's transform these guys. Let's start with eeny, meeny, miny, this one, because I like it. Like I said, they're all the same. These side panels here are part of the arms. They tab into the legs. We should pull those out, actually. This back piece just lifts up. It's on a double hinge here. This is going to be the chest. I just like to pop everything apart and loosen it first. These tabs here. So these should be loosened up. I guess basically, yeah, you want to untab that tab and then these two tabs here on the arms. And these can be folded down a little bit here. So then we'll get the arms out of the way. And you can see that the front is dropping down into place for the chest. Now, one thing you want to be mindful of is getting the chest sides under the arm joint. So the arm has to come up here on both sides so that you can get this down. Now it's especially important on the bullet train here because of the shape of it. So just make sure these are up, because I was pushing this down and I noticed it felt like I was forcing something. That's because the arm joints weren't up high enough. So now that that's down there, we can just get these arms. This is the part I broke on the other one. I pushed it this way too far and it snapped the the ring off underneath that screw. I tried to fix it, but the glue didn't hold. That's all they really do with the arms. This just comes down from here. It comes down 90 to about there. And then they just hang there. So if you have the arms kind of facing down, then the panels on the side just stick out. So the head's in there, that just pops up on a ball joint. The legs, they don't extend or anything. And then the feet, you got to pop out. So this is a bit tight, but you need to pop, actually that one's loose. Pop the foot out like that, and then slide it down. And that becomes the foot. I noticed in the packaging art, or the packaging photography, they don't have these slid down, but that is part of it. It does help it stand and look a little bit more robot-like. This is popped into place. So yeah, these are pretty loose, pretty janky. This panel here, unfortunately, just lies on the back, and it kind of is in the way of the legs, but you can get these into a bit of a pose if you try. So just put them like that. I mean, this stuff is loose. The arms are not really going to stay where you put them, but that is essentially a robot. This guy's falling over. Let's lean him forward a little bit. He is not wanting to stand. Let's flip this around so we can see his cool photograph. I guess I picked a bad example. Okay, let me transform the other ones, and they're all the same transformations, so hope you'll forgive me for not showing them all. Alright, so we got them all in robot mode. This one stands very easily because of the shape of the train. This one, again, is still wobbly, but I did manage to get him to stand. Just have to have him leaning forward a bit. This guy stands fine. This guy stands fine as well. His arm over here is loose. That's probably because I tried to repair it. But, yeah, they're not too bad. I guess the back is the worst part. The back has the problem of just hanging there, and also, like I said, it kind of hinders the leg articulation. For articulation, I have to admit, I'm cutting this in later because I was just too chicken to bend this knee, but there is a bit of leg articulation here at the knee, so you can ratchet it. Just 3 positions, middle, and you can bend the knees like that. And then this blue one, it does stand a bit better if you position the side panels on the arms here hanging down. So to do that, just extend the elbows all the way. His arms are going to have to stick out the front, but if you've got the side panels hanging down like that, he will stand a bit easier because then you've got some of that metal weight at the front of it. So still not very stable, but he will stand. But yeah, we got our locomotive, our speed train, and our 2, passenger trains, I suppose. Now, that's not too bad, considering they're about $5 a piece. And yeah, you can see like all the chassis is metal, all the inside parts are plastic. Now, when I checked the instructions, I found one other trick. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, what's this 1 and 2? What is happening here? Why is he just a chest? Okay, so I didn't know this until I looked at the instructions. They combine into in an Energon style. So let's take this guy. He's got a nice solid bottom. We'll make him the bottom. Okay, make your own joke there. So it's not a great scheme, but they all have a little joint in the middle here. So we just need to bend it backwards like that. And that's basically it. This is going to kind of hang out here on the back. Let's put his head away at least. And the arms will just fold in a bit. And it's just going to hang there. That's what it looks like in the instructions. And that's all it's going to do. And let's take the bullet train. That'll make a cool top, I think. So he's going to be, we'll just put the legs away. Just slide these back up. I don't want to break this. There we go. Snap it back in. Slide up, snap it in, close the legs. And that is going to open up here. There's that joint, same joint here. So you can see there's just tabs and a slot there. So this is actually the first time I've done this. I should be able to plug this right into the other fella. You have a Energon style combiner here. Oh, this is fun. I don't know how to get this out of the way. Fix me. Okay, I think this is going to work. Gosh, there's just so much in the way. There's so much kibble. Okay, that's kind of connected. Maybe we can connect both. Do both parts have to connect? There's nowhere for this stuff to go.
2 hours later.
I think it's supposed to go like this. So there's, you can see that sliding joint. Gotta be like this. There we can tab both in. Okay. Yeah. This has to just hang out here. Wow. That's bad. That's so bad. Okay. So that's the combined mode as best I can get it. What a mess. What a disaster. I don't recommend that you do this at all. I don't think it's worth it at all. I guess he could just sit down there on his trunk. Oh, okay, he fell apart. That is what the instructions show, right? So 1, 2, yeah. That's the combined mode. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how I did it. I think that's just as good as it's going to get. Or, well, it was. Just, let's not bother with that. Anyway, let's never combine those again and forget that that is a feature. Oh, that's part of the problem. I think I needed to have this all the way down. Okay, well, anyway, that's the combined mode. Let's never speak of it again and pretend it doesn't exist, and we'll just put him back here. So that's what it looks like on the box, but you can stick those things out. Yeah, not bad. This looks like a bloody mess. Anyway, for 20 bucks, I don't know. It's kind of fun. I like having these little trains. Let's do some size comparisons. All right, so here he is with a Action Toys Loco and a GoBot, a Legends figure from Hasbro, and what should be a Legends figure, but I think is actually a deluxe. And let's put him in with some other Hasbro stuff. So in robot mode, they stand about 9 centimeters or 3.5 inches tall. And there's a couple of G1 figures just for size comparison. And why don't we transform one of them back just to say we've done it. You know, at a pinch, you could use this guy for like a Shuki or a Midnight Express. You know, a small one. Did I already do this? No. So slide these up. Put that back together. This can just hang out there. Head goes back in that little compartment there, which will spring up the chest. And this can peg down. There's you can see peg holes in the front and the back.
Giggity.
And then lastly, actually we need to keep the arms down. So we'll put in these 2 tabs here and 1 tab at the front, to the side here. And at the same time, we can put the arm up into place. So tab it in, put this up. There we go. So now we're back in that train mode, and there's a size comparison with a G1. I'm not going to transform Loco, but there's a picture. This is from Tef's review. He did just the locomotive figure, so we can see the size comparison there. Borrow that from him. Hope he doesn't mind. And that's about it for these little guys. Like I said, for 20 bucks, I think it's kind of fun. If you can fit these onto a railway track, that'd be better. If these do fit on a railway track, let me know. I think that'd be cool to have them on a track. I don't have any model train equipment, so sorry about that. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that little look at these trains and our Super Optimus Prime over here as well. So, thanks for watching.